tell. Are you okay? I am live. Okay. I don't know why this keeps opening. No, you can go away now. What is happening here? Okay, why? I don't touch that and it pops up constantly. Okay, now let's go back to this. That can go away. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's put you guys just like so. All right, let me go open the doors and I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, in a second. Oh, I need to do that too. Pause. Oh, all right, so we're back. This little bit because my hair is growing out so fast. This, you guys, I chose no makeup today after I took my shower last night. So I went with, fresh washed hair. I decided not even to spike it today. So some of it doesn't like to stay standing. It likes to just fall flat, which is fine. And it's growing out. So awesome, cool beans, right? But hey, you guys, I was going to show you guys my food for today. Yeah, I know. People are going to be like, okay. But I have two different lunch boxes today. I got this one and the one down here. There's a reason for that because this would have taken all the space on that. I need to go get like a larger like ice chest so that I can actually carry everything in one. But you have to remember, I'm here for 10 hours of the day. So today I brought a thing of arugula, baby arugula. And then I brought this, which is an avocado ranch cabbage kit, right? So it's like a cabbage salad kit. So what I do with this is I take this kit and this. You guys are going to laugh. Wait for it. Just wait for it. Because this is going to be pretty much my 2 meals of the day, right? So it's going to get split up, but I bring this to mix it in. And then I'm able to, hi Ginger. Hey Yosef. So those are going to get, these 2 salad pieces will get mixed into there. Now, so that's that, right? And then in the other kit, we have kiwis. Look at the size of these kiwis, you guys. Look at these. Kiwi. Like, they're huge. So, oh, I wonder if I can do that. Probably. There we go. Come off of there. You can actually, like, that way I'm not getting it everywhere. Okay, so kiwis, an acai bowl, and this one is a berry bliss bowl. I did the other one with blueberries. So good. You just got paid nice. I do always have these, but I don't always eat them. But I do have M&Ms in here. but it's still a full bag. Because I opened it up and I took a couple out and then I was like, oh, those. So yeah, now I got to take this in a minute. But if you guys are wondering, this is immunity booster ginger shot. So it's ginger and turmeric. So I'll be taking that in a minute. Then I also, don't fall think, then I also have pineapple nectar. And save the best for last. Health Aids kombucha. So this is what I'll be drinking throughout the day. So yeah, like pretty much I've got a salad, I've got an acai bowl, I've got kiwis, pineapple. I'm going to actually take this in a second. I got to take this before anything else because if I don't, I'm going to regret not taking it. So you go in there, you go there, you go right there. So there we go. So pretty much a big, huge salad that's going to stretch over a couple of hours of time. Once this is all mixed up, like that's enough salad for like 4 people, to be quite honest. But it won't last that long. So, and you can't really like mix, once it's mixed, it's mixed. I know you said that earlier, Yosef. That's awesome. All right, let's get this thing mixed up. Man, it is so dark outside right now that the lights in here seem so bright. Usually it's the outside sunlight lighting up this place. Come on. Get out of that corner. The ginger and turmeric are sticking to the one corner. And then I do have my chapstick. It's like medicated Listex. Because my lips are so chapped, you guys. Like, it's annoying how chapped my lips always are. Let's put you right here for a second. Because I'm going to need that. This stuff is super spicy when you take it. So. Well, yeah, it's definitely in our area. But I'm all, yeah, since 2020, Ginger, yep. I'm vaccinated. My kids are vaccinated. So we're all vaccinated. And the case numbers out here have dropped drastically. Like I'm saying very drastically. The whole state. Oh, Yosef. Aw, thank you. Our whole state in just this past month, there across the entire state of Arizona, there's only been 320 cases and 0 deaths. So I'm going to explain these things in a minute. Oh my God. You ever get a chance to do one of those? As long as you're not, as long as you're not allergic to turmeric or ginger, if you ever get a chance to take one of those, to do it. You will not thank me later. I'll promise you that. You'll be like cussing me out. But I'm going to explain those though. So as you guys know, I've told you guys that I have lupus. And I have been like seeing a nutritionist now. Oh my gosh, we're going on what, 2.5 years almost? 2 years. Just about to be 2 years. I didn't start seeing her until I had one previous to her, but the one I've been seeing now has been about almost 2 years now. But the previous nutritionist that I was seeing, they had to close down out this way. But when I started working out at KFC in 2019, oh my gosh, my mouth's on fire. And I got sick. I got sick starting, gosh, I think I got sick starting in June. It was like in June when like the first symptoms showed up. Now, I didn't start seeing this nutritionist, the one that I'm with now, until end of August, just before September. My mouth's on. And anywho, so with her, she's been with me since before I found out I had lupus, before I was diagnosed with it, before we kind of knew what the heck was going on. And so before the diagnosis, like there was different things she told me to try, because at that time I was having a, hold on guys, hold on. Well, hello there.
How are you?
You're doing great. How are you today?
Good.
We'll be getting a whole bunch of new ones in too, coming up soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we even put in new shelving and everything.
Those 335 bullet ones, but
Yeah.
I like the dark ones. I haven't had those in.
I know, we haven't had them in a while, but as you can see, we have a lot of empty space. We got brand new shelves in. We're filling that up. We got 32 new ones that are ready to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Are these four the only ones you have left of these?
Cuban rounds?
There's a box next to them, but I don't know.
Let me take a look. Let me come in and see.
I don't know why. For some reason I like the paper. Yeah. So are you actually going to be getting Cubans in then?
I don't know. I don't know what his take is on that yet.
Okay. I'm just curious. I figured they're going to be expensive.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah. Hey, let me know.
I didn't know if the last administration would put a lot on that or what.
I don't know. But you know what? I don't know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ginger. Like when I see her, like I won't see her until the end of tonight. But he usually buys our Cuban rounds, and no, excuse me. But we have been out of Robustos for a while. Like for a while. We've been trying to get them in, but it's been hard. I keep on burping. And that's going to happen because I just did the ginger shot. But anyway, as I was saying, guys, about the... So she had me trying some different things to try to help with my stomach and my gut health and whatnot, because that was something I was struggling with for forever. And then we found out that I have lupus. But then, of course, I was super sick. Like back then, I look back on some of the stuff from then and I was like, wow, I was really sick. Like in hindsight, I really did overdo it. Like I pushed my body to like its breaking point. But was continuing to see her. And one of the things she introduced me to was kombucha. Now I'd heard about it before, but I was just like, I don't know about drinking like fermented fruit, like yuck. And of course I had tried, like she recommended a certain one, and I opened it, right? Like I'd gotten home and I was like, okay, I guess I'll give this a go and whatnot. And I opened it and the smell alone made me go, absolutely not. I ended up like, I thought for sure this stuff is seriously spoiled. There's no way I'm putting that in my body. And of course I continued to decline. Eventually I finally just chalked up the courage and I was like, okay, I'm going to drink one of these things. And it was one of the smaller bottles. And I said, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a try and we'll see how this goes. And I drank that. One, it did not taste as bad as I had thought it was going to taste. It wasn't all that pleasant, but then again, I probably should have gone with a different flavor. But I was like, okay. And the one I got was like, it was like pink something. So it's like a pink apple one or whatnot. And I was like, okay. So it wasn't the best. It was like kind of like fermented apple juice. I was like, alrighty. Taste all that great. However, that afternoon, after I drank it, I could not quit like belching, burping. I had like all this like stomach gas. It wasn't the other side yet. And so I was like, what the heck? And I noticed by the end of the day, all that gas that had bubbled up and whatnot, I felt relief in a way. And then I went out and I bought a different one. And I think the next one I got was like a watermelon one. That one tasted a whole lot better. Pomegranate, definitely not. Don't like that one. I love pomegranates. Okay, I love pomegranates. Pomegranate kombucha, no. But I decided to grab a couple of the different ones. Oh, excuse me. And so she wanted me to drink one of those each day. She wanted me to get at least at the time, she wanted me to get 12 ounces. So I finally found that they made the big bottles of it. And that was when I found the Health Aid ones. And so the big bottles, and of course I was homebound at the time. So I just bought the big, huge bottles and I would measure out 12 ounces. And I'd do it every single day, like she said. Oh yeah, nope, absolutely, Joseph. So I started doing that. And then I ended up, of course, with gas, belching, burping, whatever, and coming out the other end. Which I was concerned about. Let me tell you what. I know it's maybe TMI. I'm going to walk you through this here. And so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And I stuck, even though I was having seriously a hard time eating, I stuck with it. And I was getting to a point where I was starting to get discouraged because I was extremely gassy, like through my whole body. I even got to the point where like gas built in with like the chest pain and shoulder pain. And I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. But this went on for like 2-3 weeks, and I stuck with it. I'd tell her my symptoms, what was going on, and she says, you're almost through the worst part. You're just hanging a bit longer, almost through the worst part. And I was like, okay. Finally, those symptoms kind of subsided, right? I didn't have any more of the massive gas and the belching and all that. That kind of all started to subside. And I was like, okay. That's when all of that finally was like subsided, and we're like 6 weeks into this, right? 6 weeks. At that point, 6 weeks every day, 12 ounces of kombucha for 6 weeks. And I was like, okay. And the start of week 7, she introduced immunity boosters. And I was like, okay, maybe. So I bought, she showed me they make the little cases of them. So I was like, okay. So I went to the store, and there's several different ones with flavors, but I have found that the other flavored ones make me gag, because not only are you getting the massive spice of this, but then you've got that massive spice on top of the fact that it's got like blueberry in it or celery or whatever. Like, there's different ones. Learn not to do that. I just buy the ginger turmeric and get it over with. So I started buying these, and I won't lie to you, absolutely horrible to take. They're like flame. I like spicy foods, but the flavor of this is just trash. Ginger straight out, like when you're doing like Chinese food and stuff, it's fine, right? Like you use it like fresh ginger to like wash your taste buds for the next bite of sushi. But this doesn't taste like that. This is like pure ginger root. And then turmeric. Turmeric tastes nasty to begin with. And I think that's where most of the flavor on this comes from, is the turmeric. But anywho, so learn to just buy just the good old-fashioned turmeric and ginger shot. Just go for it. Now this like boosts your immune system. Like any kind of thing that has like or cayenne pepper or whatnot in it is actually really, really good. So this one right here has pineapple in it, because all of these have this same thing, by the way. So you're going to get ginger root, turmeric. How do you say this? I can't remember how to say it. It's like echinacea and chinia. I don't know how to say it. It's root and flower, okay? And then you got black pepper. So you also got your pineapple juice in here. And that's kind of your only thing. Like you got some lemon in there for the preservative. Everything else, though, is what I just listed. So you got your turmeric, you got your ginger, you got your weird flour thing, and your black pepper. But these are really good for like boosting, if you know anything about like lupus and stuff like that. They're autoimmune diseases. So like your own immune system is like it attacks certain parts of your body. Now, each person with lupus, and this is something you guys can look up here if you're interested to really understand what lupus is like. But every patient with lupus, every patient presents differently. And that's why it's so hard sometimes to diagnose something like that. Now, I didn't know, and I've suffered with it for years, not knowing that is what I had been suffering with. These massive flare-ups that I was having where I just thought, maybe I'm just getting sick. Or I'm just, maybe I've got some kind of virus or some kind of bug or whatever. And I always chalked it up to that, not realizing that this whole time that years and I'd been suffering with it and not really realizing it, which is one reason why I had so much trouble with my digestive system. I didn't know that that's the reason. Now that it's been 2 years since I've been diagnosed, almost 2 years, I have learned a lot about myself. One of them being my lupus really enjoys going after my digestive system. My other major symptom that I get when I have a flare is my skin, like all my skin. And I've told you guys this before. My skin from head to toe feels like it's on fire when I have a flare up. Like, and it's not my first symptom. Like my first symptom is always where I just get like like I want to eat, and then the minute I take a bite, I'm like, oh God, I think I ate too much. And I get this nauseated, overeaten feeling. And that's usually my first indicator that I'm going into one. And so I'm just like, oh, okay. So I kind of know what to watch for now because of I've had since the major, like massive flare up that seriously left me very ill. I've only had 2 flare-ups in the last going on 2 years, where they actually affected me. Like I've had where I've been like, okay, I'm really not like, this is definitely a flare-up kind of thing. Yeah, see, I look at it this way. I got the vaccine, okay, under the recommendation of my doctor, whom I trust. My doctor, I would never think that my personal doctor, who I've been seeing for years, and who knows of my condition, would, knowing that Sarah was trying to conceive, I don't think a doctor would send her in to have a COVID vaccine if they didn't feel that it was something that they felt was trusted. So all of that in combination, yeah, I trust it, and I guess to each their own personal preference. But I would hope that if they don't get vaccinated, if you don't decide to vaccinate, then I hope that they're taking the precautions such as social distancing and wearing a mask. If you choose not to vaccinate yourself so that you are not catching something or spreading something from family to family, I would hope that you would take the precautions as a human being to make sure that you put a mask on and social distance yourself for the safety of others. It's kind of the same thing. Like I look at it this way: when someone gets the flu, just your basic flu, right? Run of the mill flu. The flu kills people too. Okay, so people have died from the flu. A lot of people die every year from the flu. Now, when someone gets the flu, what do? What does your job do? Your job sends you home. They say, don't you come back in here until you are cleared by a doctor. And then if someone did come into work with the flu, everybody at work is warned, hey, so-and-so's home with the flu. You start to show any symptoms or you start to feel under the weather, please do not come into work. And so people are given this information. Now, here's the problem. When you start to show symptoms, you've already passed the contagious stage. So that's the kicker. So usually what happens is once somebody is showing symptoms, you need to just nip it in the bud. All right, everybody, we're closing for a few days because whoever's been exposed to so-and-so, you're probably going to get sick. All it takes is one person having it and coming into contact with, say, 2 or 3 people, and next thing you know, you've got a mass spreading of it. But if you just take precautions when you're in places or you know that it's flu season, mask up, like look at how they live, like over like in China. So people are like, well, they do that because of pollution. No, they don't. They do that for the safety of the people around them. They feel that they might be coming down with a cold. They feel that they might have some kind of little bit of whatever going on. They put a mask on because they want to protect other people, because they actually care about the other people within their community. But anyway, but you see that a lot in like other countries. You don't see that a lot in like European countries. You see that mostly in Asian countries, which I think is freaking smart. I'm like they've had a jump on that situation for a long time. But besides that, let's move on. Now, like I was saying, so since I've been doing this and it's been going on 2 years, that I've been now doing it'll be 2 years in September that I have been doing kombucha every day. And been since November that I've been doing ginger and turmeric shots every day. Now, I told my doctor I was... That's a cute one. That's definitely a dad joke, and I like it. I like that one. But yeah, so I've been doing that, and I have noticed a huge improvement in my ability to process foods, which you never really think about. Like kombucha has a lot of probiotic, right? Like there's a lot of live cultural probiotics in kombucha. And what that does is it introduces these healthy little microbial little bitties into your gut. And those little guys are what eat up and break down stuff as you eat, like that, what you eat, right? So waste product and all that gets broken down by those little dudes. And I have noticed since doing that, I have felt like I started to definitely feel healthier. I started to feel like, even when I had my last flare up that I just had a couple months ago, which was right after Penelope passed away. I think the stress of that whole situation, and then trying to help Sarah and feeling like I was completely helpless in that situation. And I really felt completely like a fish out of water. The stress of all of that triggered me right into a flare. And it was nasty. It lasted like 6 weeks. And I still continued to try to get my kombucha in there. I would take the ginger shot in the morning and then literally gag and dry heave for I couldn't even tell you how long. All I know is it felt like it took forever to get my body to stop doing it. And then I would have the kombucha and I would just literally sip at it all day long, trying to just make sure I got the whole 12 ounces in for the day. And but I did notice that I recovered out of that, even with how high the stress level was and everything that was going on, and setting up the funeral arrangements and doing her cremation and all that was going on. I really, I noticed that I recovered out of that way faster than my one previous to that, when we first got moved into the RV and the stress of everything breaking. And I went into a flare up when we were living in the RV, and it was bad. It was like I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I kept on having these moments where I would gag and dry heave, and the smell of food would send me into retching. I mean, it was so bad. And I was still, at that point, I was still doing it. But when I had that flare up, when we lived in the RV, I just could not get myself to drink this and to take in my kombucha. I just couldn't do it. But this time around, when I had it here a couple months ago, I forced myself to make sure I got those into my body. And it actually helped me recover quicker. And I think that, I compare the two, because when I was first diagnosed and I was really, really sick, I did what the doctor said. As much as I struggled, I did what I was told. And I noticed that within a 6-week window, I had started to recover. It started to see improvement. I started to feel healthier. I started to feel like I was getting control of my diet and my eating again. And then when we moved it, then when everything happened and COVID happened and we ended up in the RV, and the stress of that got to me. And then I was just like, I can't eat anything. I can't drink anything. I can't do that. And I noticed that I stayed sick longer and struggled longer. And then this time around, with everything that was going on with Penelope and everything else, I said, I don't care what it takes. If this is the only thing I get in my body for the day, then that's what I do. Hold on. One of my regulars is here. Well, hello there, sir. Is my bill attached to you? Sorry, guys. I noticed that there is definitely recovery time. Connection is unstable. Why are you on? Okay. I don't know what's happening. But anyhow, probably because I moved the thing too fast. So I did notice that there is a big difference in when I do continue to stay taking the kombucha and the immunity booster versus when I decided not to. By like a good 3 to 4 week extension in my recovery time. Now, there's not enough evidence in that for me to say that, other than my experiences in the flare-ups that I've had that I know are flare-ups. Now, I may have had some in-betweeners or small ones that happened here and there, but because I stuck with doing the immunity booster and stuff like that, maybe it never got as far as it would have. But I have noticed, and it is in my file, that when I have a flare-up, it seems to target the organs that it keeps targeting are in my digestive system, and in my skin. For some reason, my skin, and it just, I cannot explain to you guys. Like, the only way I can explain it to people is like when you get a sunburn, and you accidentally, how did I get a piece of hair on me? I don't even have hair anymore. Like when you get a really bad sunburn and you accidentally, like you scratch at your sunburn, the sensation you get from scratching your sunburn, that under the surface, that pain you get under the surface, that weird, like it's almost like it burns, but it doesn't, like kind of like it's a pain, but like a burn, but like under the skin. That is what my entire head to toe feels like. I mean, head to toe. And it's not that it's painful. It is irritatingly uncomfortable. You can't do anything like putting clothes on, and clothes rubbing the skin makes that same sensation. Laying down, and like it, nothing seems to settle it. Nothing. Cold shower, nothing. Nothing makes that sensation under the skin go away. And that is the part that I hate more than anything. Like, I'm like, I can deal with the retching. I can deal with feeling nauseous, whatever. That burning skin sensation, I could completely go without. Like that right there is the one thing I cannot. Like, it is, because there's nothing you can do. Like, there isn't anything. Like with my stomach and stuff, I can choose just not to eat anything, and the nausea will stay away. Of course, I still sit there and I take my stuff and I sip at it and do what I'm supposed to do. But I know that all I have to do is just don't eat anything or don't drink anything, and the nausea will be not there. But with the skin, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing I can put on it. There's no. It's because it's in the system. It's in my immune system, and it's going after that. So there's nothing I can do for it, other than just ride it out until the symptoms subside. But yeah, other than that. So, oh my God, I have cramps. Which, let me check. Oh, you can go away now, thing. Right? I'm pretty sure it is. Why are you stretched so far out? No, I should be next week. Yeah, it should be next week. This app cannot figure itself out. Yeah, I marked that. Yep. See, and it's every 25 to 26 days. But this one, for some reason, this stupid app, I keep having to correct it. It keeps on at tracking you. But that's what it says. And it still hasn't tracked a single thing yet. It's been so bad. Like this app has never tracked me correctly. And I put it in there, and I'm every 26 to it's either 25 to 26 days is how my cycle is. And yet it always puts me out at 28 to 30. And it's never correct. So I always have to go in and edit it to put it in when I start. And it's supposed to get better at when you add things that it will start. It'll start to correct it in there, right? And nope, it has not. So that's the thing. I'm like, that app at this point is becoming absolutely useless for me. I'm noticing that, like, I'm like, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to see if it does what it's supposed to, kind of gives me a heads up, whatnot. I usually just track it by putting it on a calendar. So that's usually what I do. And I still do, by the way. But I was like, I'll give this app a go, right? Because Sarah uses, and it's always dead on for her. Like it has found her cycle on every time. And for me though, I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And I have been really strict about putting in like every bit of information, like every single day. I mark everything in there, all my symptoms, everything. And it's never right. It's never correct. It has yet to this day to pick and be correct on the day that I start my cycle. Yet. And we both have been using that app for a year. And it's still, after a year of documenting my cycle, it still doesn't get it correct. I'm like, and I can go back on all of everything, and it's incorrect. One second. You too. Mm. Oh yeah, neuropathy. Man, I'm sorry, Ginger. That's rough. I don't wish that on anybody. I was following somebody on social media. Um, the account Kate Hudson, and not the Kate like Hudson, like the actress, but this lady. Her name is Kate Hudson, and her husband Chance, and they had a beautiful little girl named Eliza. And Eliza's story just, oof. She would have turned 3 in August, and I was watching her stories. I started following her. Oh, geez, it's been a while. When they first got to take, like when Eliza first went home, and they thought she was like that she was going to be good. Like everything looked great. She was done with chemo at that time, and it didn't even last that long. Like literally, she went home, and I don't even think it was just a few days. It was literally a few days later, and it was like the cancer came back with an absolute vengeance on this beautiful little human. She was 2 years old, 2.5 years old when she passed. She just passed away on Father's Day. And it just broke my heart because, of course, when they made the decision, and I don't even know how I could have, I don't even know. Like, you'd have to be in their shoes to even be able to even remotely understand it. And they made the decision when they knew that all they were going to be doing was trying to prolong her suffering. They made the decision to stop all treatment and to let her just be a little girl for however long her body was able to handle what was going on. Just let her be a kid. No more hospitals, no more hospital rooms, no more needles, no more poking, no more, none of that. They wanted her to be able to just enjoy being a kid for as long as her body could enjoy being a kid. And there wasn't anything they could have done. It didn't matter what medical advances were out there. It didn't matter what medicines they tried. There was not anything that was going to cure her other than just prolong the misery she was going to go through. Because as anybody that's ever gone through or watched somebody go through chemo and treatments, it just wrecks your body. You feel miserable. You're sick all the time. I watched Jay go through all that. And it's not pretty. And it's not an experience that you want to put your 1 and 2-year-old through. And knowing that she's going to go, like she's the Lord is going to take her home. So it happened. Hold on, that lady is back. One moment. have you guys check it. You said this for one. Holy cow. The whole packet is filled with the fluid. Oh my god, that for the disposables when they buy them before they leave. But this was something that was a gift for her friend. And so I didn't expect her to open it and whatnot. So because she was very specific, that was for a friend. Well, she got down the road, opened it, brought it straight back. She hasn't even torn the main package open yet. She opened the box and pulled the package out, and the whole package is filled with the fluid that's supposed to be on the inside of the device. And that's now, I've got just this week alone, since Monday, that's the third one that we've opened out of this set. That is just, the fluid is all inside the packaging. That's frustrating because that's $25 of revenue for the shop that I can't sell. So, annoying. Anywho, let's see. Oh yeah, I don't even have anything in there. I forgot. All I got in my bag today is a big bowl. It's a big bowl. I probably should take my acai bowl out and let it start thawing. Because you gotta let it thaw out. Ooh, that's a good chill. You can heat it in the microwave for like 10-15 seconds to soften. But we'll see. They're really good, by the way. I had never had one before. I'd always seen people eating them. I'm just like, this looks like a smoothie of like fruits put into it. And it kind of is. It's kind of that. That's kind of what it is. Add other berries and stuff to it. Well then, relax. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this hair. My hair is than I ever thought it was. Like I knew that I had a lot of hair, but I never realized that my hair was, that I had this much hair until I shaved it all off. Then I was like, it's already growing out super fast. So we'll see. I think I'm going to actually grow it to where it sits like right at shoulders. Like I want it to be like just above. So when I turn my head that it like stays over. I don't want it to come down past my shoulders. As much as I really enjoy having my hair like down to my top of like my butt, my lower back, I know now that I got it to where it was like below my like mid back, which is where it was when I chopped it all off. It was right below my, like where your bra strap is. So it was like, well, I don't know what you want to call it. Like if I pressed on my rib cage, so like right at my waist, my hair was right about my waist in length. And my headaches were so bad. So yeah, I was like, just buzz it off and then let this grow out nice and healthy. Other than, of course, it still has, because I didn't cut it really short. So it still has a lot of purple in it from when I did the burgundy. Now, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go ahead and buzz it one more time. Sarah, she did hers last night. she buzzed it all the way to the scalp again. Like hers is buzzed bald again. This time she went just clipper to it. She didn't put a guard on the clipper. She just went straight in with the clippers, and she's got like bald head. But she did that on purpose because her hormones are just, when she was pregnant with Penelope, her skin cleared up beautifully, right? She had not one pimple, not one bit of acne, nothing. Her skin cleared completely up. When she got pregnant with Oakley, completely cleared up again, right? Skin was perfectly clear. But in between both of those, like, so before she got pregnant with Penelope, her skin breaks out just at the slightest bit of oil from her skin. And then after she had Penelope, same thing happened. Her skin did the same thing, where right after she had Penelope and her hormones kicked back into regular gear, she broke out all over. She got pregnant with Oakley in end of April, and everything looked like her skin cleared up again, perfectly clear. And she lost Oakley a couple weeks ago, and now her skin has broke out all over again. And so, yeah, and she's just like, what the heck is going on? Like, this is ridiculous. And so she shaved her head again because her hair oils get on her scalp, and as her hair sits up a little bit longer, it causes it to spread down like on her cheeks and stuff. So she's buzzed it all off again. We're gonna probably get a hold of the dermatologist. I really need her to do, to have her own skin oils, like even if her skin gets slightly oily and she does do a full face wash during the day, she just breaks out everywhere. Like acne just goes absolutely crazy. And I feel really bad for her because, like, maybe I'm just lucky in that sense, like that my oils on my skin are what my skin clear. Like, I don't have massive, I get a break, but only when I get overly stressed do I start to get like breakouts. I'll notice them and that's how I know when I've my stress level. But other than that, no, I don't have that problem. I didn't even have that problem when I was a kid. But my poor daughter, and Taylor gets it if he shaves. If he shaves, he'll break out. But if he doesn't shave, fine. He got a couple pimples here and there when he was a kid. He had some little breakouts here and there during puberty, which is expected. But poor Sarah, like, this poor kid, her own body has been just after her since she turned about 13 years old. Once she went through puberty and she started going through that normal process, it was like her body went, I'm gonna F with you now. I'm gonna mess you up, sister. And that's exactly what it's done. She started going through all that, and the seizures came on, and her skin decided it didn't like her or what her body produces, and she's just filled in acne. And it would be bleeding, and it would be raw, and it would be all down her neck area and her back. I mean, this poor girl was miserable, and now it's doing it. Ooh, you're gonna tie-dye and paint rocks? Nice. So Sarah sat down the other night and she worked on a shadow box that she's making for Penelope and Oakley. And she got this beautiful, like, little cedar box, and she put P and O on it on the top. And she's painting that, but she's got Penelope's outfit that she was gonna have for Penelope when Penelope was born. It's the same outfit that we put in the picture announcing that she was pregnant. And then the outfit she had purchased for Oakley when she found out she was pregnant with Oakley, we were gonna do, when she was ready to announce it, we were gonna do a picture with, of course, his pregnancy test and the little outfit she picked, which was very gender neutral, which both outfits are, because she didn't know what their genders were, or not genders, but assigned sexes are. And so, yeah, good luck with that, Sammy. But she wanted to be able to put the S together. Because, yeah, I saw that earlier. Yeah, I saw that, Ginger, earlier. I read that, what you wrote earlier. But yeah, so it's just been, it's rough to watch her go through something so, like women, sure, it's really windy. Yeah. No, I am hoping we can get some rain, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. It just kind of is really dark and gloomy outside, but it's not going to rain. And I'm like, just rain, please, just pour, torrentially pour down, just buckets of it, just bucket us out. You know what I mean? Like, just pour rain. Speaking of which, I probably should go out there and look under my flipping car and figure out what all that noise is under my car. What the heck is rattling around under my car? Because it's annoying. Because it wasn't doing that before the oil change, and now I've got this obnoxious rattle that's happening under the car. But I'm probably going to have to get off here pretty soon. What time is it? Never mind. It's not even noon yet. Here until 8 o'clock tonight. I have 2 things to do in the shop before I close up tonight. And one of them is I want to put all the bubblers, one cabinet, like Dave and I discussed. So I'm going to move all the bubblers into one cabinet. And I'm going to move our massive bubblers. We're going to move those up onto the one shelf because we want to get those sold. 75 for you. Let me see here what it is here. I'm in like Havasu right now. It's 93 degrees. And no, we won't be getting any rain. What a bummer. No rain. Bullhead City is getting some rain, maybe, but no rain. And it's supposed to get up to 102. So it says it is right now 93 degrees with a 23% humidity, which not too shabby. What's Bullhead? Yeah, Bullhead's coming. So what is going to be our temperatures on my days off? 102, 108, 111. Yeah, probably, right, Sam? Yep. Oh yeah, and the other day we did a live stream, and then I checked on it today because I was like, usually people come in and like comment on the stuff after we've live streamed. And I went in to check today, and none of them even processed. Sitting in error processing. We had a good soaking rain yesterday, so I'll send it to you. Yes, please. Yesterday morning was 40. I don't even want to hear it. Please. We don't even get below. No. We're in triple digits by noon every day now. So, but yes, Jeffrey, send it. Send the rain. We need it. We need it. We definitely need it. Like, we didn't even get rain in March, April, or May. We got a couple sprinkles, like maybe some little dribbly drabblies here. Yeah, I mean, that's cold anywhere anyway, but like, I would welcome 40 degrees right now. I would be more than happy to throw on a hoodie and some pants, maybe a pair of gloves and a beanie right now compared to this disgusting heat. I don't like 90-degree heat. I can deal. I don't mind I don't even mind like getting to like right at 100 as long as I can go swimming or whatever. But this 120-degree stuff, ugh, the waking up to 91 degrees like this morning at 7 a.m., like seriously? And then of course it just gets hotter and hotter through the day. And then of course, like if you're somebody, like if you live out here, you'd better have shoes for your dog. Because even at the end of the day and you want to go take your dog out because the sun has gone down, the ground is still too hot to walk on. Like you You might be able to bear it right at about 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, the ground might be cool enough to finally walk on barefoot. Maybe. But no, it's too freaking hot. So, yeah, I can't go anywhere where there's going to be snow and stuff like that. Yeah, a sweater in the morning and then shorts by the afternoon. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. So, but yeah. Right now, everything else is stocked. I just want to change 2 cabinets. You have to remember, yes, we're all in that same area. Like, we're very close to Vegas. So hold on a second, guys. I have to go pee really quick, and I have to do it fast because I'm, of course, by myself. So give me a second. Try to on the way out. Yeah, it's really bad. Jeffrey, like right now we're under restricted water use and stuff. Yeah, Ginger, hang in there. Oh man, in there, Tammy. Bees are, just be careful not to kill them. Bees are important. I'm highly allergic to bees, but I will. They're super important. But yeah, Lake Mead is not far from us either. And then we have Lake Mojave right by where I live. Like we can be up on my house. Like I'm right here in Lake Havasu. So you got Lake Havasu, you got Lake Mojave, then you got Lake Mead. And Lake Mead's not necessarily drying up because it's a massive lake, but its water level is much lower than it usually is at this time. Usually we have massive, like we usually end up with monsoons in March, April, and May, right? Like we have this massive monsoon season. We didn't get any, like we didn't get any rain, you guys. In those 3 months that we normally have, like you guys have been with us, like I was saying earlier, and we lived in the RV. You know, when we first moved to the RV park, that the RV flooded because of the rain. And I was panicking trying to fix things because the rain and the fact that the guy that had the RV before us used putty to fix a air drill. He used a putty to fill up the hole he drilled, and it dissolved, causing a massive leak in these. So if you guys have been with us long enough to know that, you guys would know, like if you watched us and followed us from March through before we moved up to Grandpa's property, you guys would know that, holy cow, we should have had rain and we didn't get any. Ooh, nice. Okay, see you in a minute. So getting zero rain has been, it's weird to not have it. Now we got all the clouds today. I did get a little bit of some rain on the road in, but it was like literally the smallest amount. It was like, here you go. Just kidding. I was like, thanks. But man, I just want it to like torrentially pour. I just want to see just deluges of water just pour down out of the sky. Give this area what it needs right now. And boy, my eyebrows are on a whole nother level today. They're in their own little world today. Like this one always dips down right here. Like the hair moves down this way instead of staying. Like if I brush it up, then the hair fills up the eyebrow like it's supposed to. But otherwise, like this one too, like because I go like this a lot, I have this muscle right here, and it just pushes that down. So when I go back up like this, my eyebrow goes, nope. Like look at this. Whose eyebrow does that? Like it goes down and then back up. Like what is it here? So if I brush it and push the eyebrow up again, then my eyebrow looks like a normal eyebrow, sort of, because this never fills in on the side. So I have to like fill that in myself. I am thinking about it though, you guys. I am really considering getting microblading done on my eyebrows. I would love to just get it done and not have for a few months. I really don't like having to fill it in, with a pencil all the time. I would really like to just get some microblading done. A friend of mine got it done, and it looks fantastic. It's expensive, but it looks so good. It's scabby the first few, like she had some scabbing for a little bit, of course, because that happens when you're doing something like that, because of course it's like tattooing, but it's very, it's so close to the surface that it's done so close to the surface that it's not permanent. So as your skin flakes off and as you go through the normal everyday processes, eventually you need to have it retouched. So at least once, I want to be able to see if I really genuinely like it. If I really genuinely like it, I will go and get it tattooed. Will get my eyebrows tattooed on. Because I am so sick of the fact that when my sister shaved my eyebrows off when I was younger, they never fully grew back in. And yeah, so I'm stuck with literally just this section of eyebrow right here. I don't have this part of my eyebrow. Like it just never grew back in. So that's one of my things about me that I absolutely get so irritated about, is not having my eyebrows. And like that's so. Anywho, guys, I just want it to pour rain. Come on. Just go up and do a rain dance. I don't think a lot of places do that anymore. I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember back in the day when I was younger, I lived out in California. We used to go out and watch like the big festivals that they held with the Native Americans. My dad used to take us, and it was always so beautiful, so many beautiful colors and headdresses and stuff like that. And they would I don't know what that means, but all right. He wants to know what time Steven calls me. I guess I'm expecting a call from Steven. Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess he's told Steven to give me a call about something. So let's see what time. Oh my gosh, please tell me he's not gonna. Oh gosh, I will literally have a fit. I'm not even kidding. Steven's been with us for far too long. I do not want to see him go anywhere. I mean, no, I don't. I don't. I would like to see him get better at what the job he's supposed to be doing, but I don't want to see Steven go anywhere. I guess we'll see. Now I'm just waiting for Steven to call. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's so stressful. I can't understand. Especially because last time I put in an order from my shop, and my pops picked up the order and brought it to the store, and he got super angry. Was opening stuff up and was like, why do we have this? Why did this get ordered? Where is this? He calls me and just lays into me. And I got super upset because I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. That was not something that was on my order. I sent him the full order. And then he's like cussing and screaming and getting really mad about, I don't see why this is on here and why you got a box of this. I didn't order those. And so I sent him the full order form that I ordered. And he's like, well, let me call Steven. So he calls Steven. Steven's like, no, that I didn't order that for her. That's not hers. I don't know what. And then come to find out that 2 of the boxes that he picked up and brought here were actually for T3, the other store. And they did not have their boxes. And they ended up with 1 of our boxes, which is where the cigarettes were that I had ordered. I did not get an apology until almost a week later when I went to put the new order in and had a panic attack because I was like, is this correct? Is this correct? I don't forget anything, right? Is this correct? All right, I want to make sure it's correct. And then I sent it over and I called Steven. I'm like, you got the order right? And we went over the order together. I'm like, you got the order right? And he's like, yeah, everything's here. And I was like panicking, like, please tell me, like, you're not going to put a box in there that's going to be an accidental, like somebody else's stuff. You're not going to mix my stuff up with somebody else's stuff. I mean, I freaked the heck out. And there's reasons behind that. But I was like, I don't want to disappoint my pops. And I definitely don't want to lose my job over something that he deems is something I should know by now. Yeah, and I know, like, see, and that's the thing is, it'll be like for your norm, like whatever is like your normal hot. When it's just above that, it's like it's so freaking hot. So, like for us, we expect to hit 120 degrees here. It's freaking hot. Other people hear that and they're just like, "Oh my god, I would die." But then we hear other people's cold weather, and to us, like for us, because we do get in the 120s, when it hits winter here and we get into the 50s. We're just like freezing because we're so used to the 90s and the triple digits that 50 degrees is flipping cold. Whereas for other people, they get into the 50s and it's like gorgeous weather. And they hit like 80 degrees and they're sweating and they're sweating and they're like, oh my gosh, we're dying. Whereas 80 for us and 90 for us, we're like, man, it's perfect outside. So it depends on where you're acclimatized to and what you're acclimated around. And so your 90 degrees could be comparative to our 120 for you, climate wise. And then your, 29 degrees to you is like a 50 degree to us, where we're just like, oh my God, we're freezing. So yeah. Hold on. One of my regulars. too. Come on. You guys, we have to do rain dance. Get its butt over here. Yeah, I know. That's the same thing. I drove last. I left. Of course, we close at 8:00, and I still had daylight. And it's that weird hazy daylight, you know, because it's the sun is going down. It's dropped behind the mountain, but it's still bright outside. So I had daylight all the way until I hit the parkway, which is crazy because I'm just like, gosh, it's so crazy. Yeah, we keep daylight longer now, and here in just like a couple of days will be the longest day of the year, you know, the summer solstice. So that's coming up. I think, hold on. Hold me on that. Let me check again. I want to make sure I get that date right because I want to see what I'm doing that day. Summer solstice 2021. What day is it? Oh, it just passed. Oh, I enjoyed it. That was on Father's Day. Yep, longest day will take place on Monday, June 21st. And I was here. And yes, it was the longest day because the sun was up and still visible, like behind the mountain until like 8:00, 9:00. And then it was finally dark in the sky by 10:00. But yes, so summer solstice, what is it? Why is it the longest day of the year? The summer solstice is the longest day of the year, guys. And now, of course, supposedly start to short, like the days will start to get shorter, very by microbial amounts. Like it'll be just micro amounts. But yes, definitely going to be longer days, shorter nights. The sun comes up so dang early. I'm not even kidding. Like I think like 4:30 in the morning, I start seeing the peaks of it over the, like you start seeing the tips of the mountains lighting up, and then by 5 a.m. the sun is up. I'm like, huh. Oh my goodness. Go back one. There we go. What the heck? Okay, stop it. Yeah, our sun is completely fully up by 5:20 in the morning. That's crazy. That's just crazy. It's pouring rain in Bullhead City right now. That's fun. Well, Sarah should be getting it up on the mountain though, because this doesn't show up on the mountain. You have to actually physically be there, but it's already over 100 degrees in Bullhead. Ugh, yuck. She'll call me though if there's any kind of lightning or anything. She'll freak out. So she'll be like, "Mom!" Oh my goodness. When it gets nasty like this outside, a lot of times we don't get a whole ton of people, and that's only because people are just like, no, I can't go to the lake when it's like this or whatever. I think that's what's been happening is when I was coming in, seeing all those people like almost like they were just heading home. Like they're like, well, I guess we're not hitting up the lake today. The douche. Oh my gosh. Hannah? That's why she's my best friend. Aww. Aww. Mhm. Wow. People actually broke them? Look at that. You guys aren't following Corbin Scott on Corbin and Kelsey on Instagram. You really should. He just posted a thing on here, and he's talking about how one of the places that he goes and runs in during the mornings with his big weight vest on, someone went through and tore down all 29 of the pride flags that were hanging up for Pride Month. And one of the churches, when all this happened, one of the churches out there donated a bunch more flags, and all kinds of volunteers from the church came out and rehung up all the flags that were torn down and then some. And rest of the neighborhood came out to also add in more things to really color the neighborhood, made the neighborhood just really stunning. And he even decided to go ahead and sew on a new patch on his vest to include the pride flag. And so, in all honesty, I think that that is amazing. Like he said, it's inclusion. He lost a ton of followers when he did post the photos, and he said it never realized that he was attracting people like that to his following, and that he's always been a firm believer in your vibe attracts your tribe, and that's true. And so he said he felt ashamed that he was attracting those full kind of people, and he's glad they're gone. He's glad that when he showed who he is, what his vibe is, people that were not part of that vibe have left, and that's good. And it's so true. Oh my goodness, Emma. I think that is, she's just the cutest little human. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's so big. Uh-oh. What did she do? Kelsey, your long hair. Oh my God, her hair was so long. She chopped. She had hair, so much hair. Kelsey had so much hair, and she chopped it all off to here, which is gorgeous, by the way. She always looks good either way. But man, her hair. If I could have hair that was that luscious looking, I'd grow it out like that. I might even decide to deal with the headaches because of it. Oh my goodness, Emma quit. Why did, oh my God, you guys. Emma's so adorable. Crash. Cut it out. Oh no. What the heck? I don't put this on me. Oh. Chocolate powder, a little bit of olive oil, soda from somewhere in the already opened milk, and everyone's cereal milk. This was when I was about them. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Look at him. That's so funny how he literally looks exactly like Callie. Oh, be right back. Silly smoke shop. Going good. What's up? Nope. We do have a whole bunch. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have like trays, one trays of the little hand. Yeah. Okay. No, they're actually donuts and grenades. You're like, okay. Well, I've got a bunch of those. We have a box of 420, and it is all 420 cleaner that was set up against that, that rolling door in the back. They're having Dave try to clean the bottles up. And I'm like, well, one, the bottles are loaded. They rushed. And he still wants us to clean it on the truck, but half of them are like all leaked out and it's like, what do you want us to do? Yeah, he does. No, I don't have a box of rain. I have a I already got those put out and I so I'll be able to find it. All right. Okay. Yeah. You always spell Stephen's name wrong. Okay. Sorry, guys. Probably. That's actually so funny, though. That's actually so funny. Sorry about that, guys. I was actually going through because we're trying to get some products between the shops. I have way too many of those over here. Oh my goodness, why? Hi there.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was funny. She didn't even realize that the guy that was driving with her. He moved his car. Oh my goodness, I literally just put my butt in the Oh, there's Jennifer. Hey, how are you?
It's because the stupid things keep you stuck. It's, yeah, don't worry about that. I'll go open it. I'll open the actual machine. Yeah, if you come sign this, I'll come open it. I gotta go. I don't know if this helps for the-
I don't know why it keeps doing this.
It's been getting stuck the last couple.
I'm gonna have to take the whole soda machine apart. Ay, ay, ay. That's frustrating. Why? Sorry. Like how she has her Instagram set up. So you would have to take a look, but she doesn't have a, like her name up there, and it's just Sara, no H on her name. Nice. Sarah used to love going to gymnastics. I don't tell you guys that name. I don't give out where my work location is. It's just, this is my shop. So I've never said the name on here, and I won't. So. That's just for my own protection and stuff. When about like what the name of my shop and stuff is. Oh yeah. Clintus found a nice big one. Scorpion. That's a big one too. Look at the size of that tail. Woo. Got another one. Yes, like I said, it's going to be nice and busy today. Oh, he looks just like his butt. What a little darling. Well, hello there. Doing good. I like that smile when you walked in there.
All right, it's a cool store. I like this. I need one of these little batteries.
That's your idea, yeah. Check out what you need. All right, you have these guys right here.
Yeah.
You don't have to pull it out. So we got here. These guys are 14. These guys are 9 because they don't come with a charger. And then these guys are 20. All right, what colors would you like? Silver? All right. That one and anything else for you? Don't forget yours. That's sitting there. It's right down there. This one is so, yes, the picture of this one is on a single line. So you have the children also right here. So this one is $7. You want those ones too? Maybe 31? It's like a little, it's like this.
You don't have any, like you said, that are metal, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I think they changed it. They go bad after.
You're looking for the little metal ones that look like cigarettes, right?
Yeah, I don't even wait for them. Glass or wood.
These guys, we don't have the pieces. You're looking for like other technically, it's that top piece when you do it, like you put it on the layer. I don't have a extra layer. But yeah, you could probably put it on another
Oh, that one
water
has a little glass bottle too. That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, they have glass bottles on them. So they're like Coca-Cola bottles.
Yeah.
Brand spanking. All right, I'm back. I just love it. The people here are so sweet. Well, most of the time, especially when they're coming from like out of Cali, they're really awesome. Duh, Frost. Oh, that one's cute. That's seriously such a cute outside garden area. The human being. I should go get one of their new thermos things because I could use it like every time I go. Oh, that looks so good. Anybody else want ice cream? I could totally go for ice cream. Oh, new posts. My cousin's wife is hilarious. Oh, Jer, hang in there. Oh. All these little bitties. All the little bitties. What to do? Oh, the sun is coming out. No. Why are the clouds breaking apart? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna throw a fit. I'm gonna cry. Not even kidding. I'm gonna throw a fit. I'll cry enough that it'll be considered rain. Because no. I freaking love my aunt. Well, it's Donna's birthday. Happy birthday, Donna. Happy birthday. I want to take, I think I already got a picture of it. I did. Okay. I did. Baby. Oh, baby girl. Why did you message me at the exact same time that I'm trying to do? There we go. Same exact time I was trying to frigging take a photo. All right. La 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 la. Okay. Okay, I want to take, and here's my color correction. Here it is. I want to mark up because I want to make sure that I take this stuff off of here. And we're going to do it in black, right? I'm doing it in this, doing it in that. All right. I'm doing this, doing that. All right. Nope. Oh my gosh, thing. All right, done on that. I want to cut this a little bit, so we're going to bring that up. And bring that down as far as it will go. Done. All right, I want to keep this picture of that Sarah here and all of my baby girls. So I want to make sure that I have that for her. I think I know why he wanted me to message him. But I think it was because he wanted to make sure that Steven did exactly what he asked, and in a timely fashion, and not wait till like 10 hours later. Now that the sun's out, the shop is bright as heck. I'm a little bit sad. I really did. I wish I understood what the heck they're talking about. I'll go in and watch it in a little bit, but I never did figure that out, but we'll figure it out. Oh, by the way, if you guys oof, I never did finish watching that, but maybe I'll watch it tonight or something. It's my Friday. I keep forgetting it's my Friday. You got this. I didn't even check to see if my stuff was delivered yet. Ooh. Yo. Ooh, I have a $5 loyalty reward. Oh my gosh. Hello? My email. There we go. Where's that? There you are. Okay, I want to see what day it's supposed to arrive. Because if it arrives today, I will be very, very happy. Order fulfilled. Yo, stop it. Arriving on Friday. Okay. Saints. Now, I want to see where this is. I want to track it. I want to see where it is at. It doesn't say on here, so I need to go actually into it. All right. It is now officially in the distribution center. It's in New Hampshire. Well, hello there. Doing great. How are you today? Of course. I wish you should go back.
Oh, no, that's just too late.
I know, but I still want to. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I got a few things I got to get taken care of, and I will talk to y'all later.